Hello everyone, welcome back to some videos on reading from files, dealing with files, all that good stuff with files. So last time, I basically just had this file called readfile.txt that had some data in there called hello world, and we simply made three character variables to basically read that input. But basically now I'm going to go ahead and do something fun. So last time we only got three variables. Well, now we want to be able to get all of those variables. So, to be able to do this, we're going to go ahead and make a char, yeah, you guessed it, a char array. So quickly just go over arrays. There's about two ways you can declare arrays. Um, and so we can do it this way, or we can do it this way. I always like declaring arrays like this. Sorry, I should mention, I should probably be saying this, but these are always C-style arrays. And with C-style arrays, we declare them like this with the brackets, and they need a constant size. So I'm going to make a constant unsigned int, because the size cannot be negative, obviously, so we're going to deal with 0 through positive numbers. And just name it size. And we're going to make it, let's just make it 20, let's just make it big enough to hold all our data. Um, So this is just another way to declare that, but I like to just declare it like this. And so now we have a character array, or array that holds 20 characters. And so now this is going to be really fun and really helpful for dealing with data from files. So, as you hopefully know, a great way to go through arrays are for loops. For loops are probably some of your best friends with dealing with arrays. C-style arrays specifically, to be able to allow us each element from the C-style array. And so now we have our size. Perfect. So now we can be able to loop from the first element into array up to the last of the size. And so now we're going to go ahead and increment our iterator there, I. Alright, so now that we have our char array, we're going to be able to grab some data and insert that into our array. And so now we want to access element I, which is going to be starting at 0 and looping through each element. So essentially what we're going to be doing here is looping through to grab each character from the file and putting it into an array. And so now it's pretty much as simple as that. I can go ahead and kind of show you now. And so our file says hello world, all separated by spaces. So just a reminder, when we're dealing with files and reading them with this way with the right arrows, it basically grabs each piece of data up until separated by a space. Like we have here H space, E space, etc. So now we can see here in the debugging window of our local variables, we have our input char array. And right now it's all filled with, garbage, random stuff. And so now we are in our loop, we have I is equal to 0 there, so now we are accessing that first element of our array. And we're going to basically take that data from the file and slam that guy into our array here. So if you can see right here, we took that H and put it into our char array. So now we can kind of just step through, and basically we're just going to be able looping through each element on this array, 0 through however many, 0 through 19 is the max, but however many through this hello world, and we're basically filling our whole array with hello world. So HELLO, WORL, and D. And so we have completely taken this data from our file and inserted it into a C-style one-dimension array of chars. And so now you can do many things to be able to start manipulating and dealing with this file data, which I will hopefully show you in a future video. But again, just to clarify, reiterate, we have this char size char array that holds 20 chars in the array, and we loop check to make sure our file opens. If our file does open correctly, we are looping through each element in the array and taking data from the file, inserting it into that array. So thanks for watching. See you next time.